Scare Spoopy.
Hey everyone, Char from Char's Fashion. I not only have mail, but I have a Spoopy story time. But we'll get into that. Now, from another channel, which is Jovina Love, she wanted to hear about Caroline. There are several different ladies named Caroline. Then I remember there was a Caroline that I grew up with. I should say that I knew when I was growing up. She was one of the sweetest people, but tragedy struck. So first, before we get into the story, I already opened this. I have Janelle Boutique mail. I will list it. And for my very first Mavenous time, I have Cursed Cosmetics. Now you guys, now I'm going to black this out, but at least I doodled smart. Matches my earrings, my choker. I see. Anyway, so we're going to do Janelle's mail first while I tell you about Caroline. Now, Caroline lived in a small town of Pendleton for a while. She was kind of a transplant there, like moved from one place to another. Oh my gosh, aren't these cute? They're little make-believe. Those are adorable. Those get worn. And she was well liked and everything. She was, where was she a teacher? She did teach. Oh, this is nice. Oh, look at this. I've been wanting to try one of these. This is one of those glass nail files. Ooh, that's nice. Sharpen your very best. So, back to the story and some lovely product here. Caroline had been a teacher. I don't remember, was it the reservation or was it one? And the other school. I don't remember. I think sometimes she went out to do some volunteer work at the reservation when they let people do that. And she also worked at what they called then junior high. I don't remember which junior high that was, because there were 2 junior highs in that town, and they were cute. Oh, sorry, cute things distract me. So this is called Breaking Plaid. It's not like some Breaking Bad, but it's Breaking Plaid. It looks like something from Legal Blonde or something. Anyway, and I just changed this camera battery. I just charged that, and I was like, you know what? That's spoopy too. So anyway, on one morning, it was just like before Halloween. She hadn't checked in for work at one junior high. Everybody in town was like, hey, have you heard from her? So, he called around and everything, see if everything was all cool and stuff, but, ooh, okay. And I had already, cut this open, little bits of tape. That's what she looks like on the inside. This is Cursed Cosmetics. Cosmetics spelled with a K. And use code MAGIC. 20% off your next purchase. That's nice. That's 20%. I have a treat for you after a while. So, anyway, before I show you everything in the box, Um, I do have to say, excuse me, I like the grade of their cards. It's not chintzy, it's not cheap. It's very professional, well made. Then I'm looking at this and I'm like looking at myself. I forgot my lips. I forgot to do my lips. One moment, please. So, like I was saying, nobody had heard from her, right? So people are calling around, they're worried. She hadn't showed up to volunteer, she hadn't showed up for school, to teach. Oh, this is my Gerard Cosmetics matte liquid lip color Night Rider, which I blended with the KVD mattifying lip color, and I don't know the shade. This is that. Anyway, better labeling, right? That should happen. So now that we got that done, oh, I have to say I actually like that better with the lip. So people were calling around to each other, trying to see, like, hey, have you seen Caroline? Upon doing a well check, right? Upon doing a well check at her home, like, you waited so many days to check. There's a mourning dove out there. Waited so many days to do a wellness check, or maybe try to call her or whatever. Do you not find that to be weird? I find that to be weird. So, okay, the next thing I'm going to show you out of the box, or I should say, yeah, other than that, is this glitter. I think this glitter is kind of cool. I haven't tried their glitter before. This is my first time with Curse Cosmetics. I was so interested in them for a while. I was like, I would really like to give it a go. So, yes, Caroline, while I'm getting this open, sort of. Scissors help. Right? Hold on. Gotta go get those scissors. Now, what a lot of people in the town did not know is that her significant other, oh, that's very pretty. Oh, that's got this gorgeous color shift. Let's open this up. That was not my intent with the, like, open it up yet. Oh my gosh, I have to, like, this is, ooh, sort of popped out. Trick or treat. Oh my gosh, yes. I'm gonna put it right here. Hopefully you guys can see. Isn't that pretty? That's shiny. I have to use some of this. My paints are gonna be shining like this, but look at the color shift. Isn't that pretty? I love that. I'm not really one for pink, but if I see a proper pink, your girl is all about it. And I like that. So anyway, a lot of people didn't know her significant other had issues, right? So they hadn't seen him in days either, right? So when he did finally get back, it was the really didn't have a lot of emotions kind of gig going on with that, for a lot of emotion. Now, if you lose a loved one, you're going to be very emotional. You might cry about it, which is fine because you're giving, like, peace for your soul. And, that's basically what you're supposed to do if you're not a guilty party, right? So, he just didn't really show anything. His name was Dave. So, David, but everybody called him Dave. David, we'll just call him David because that's his real name, not using his last name, had, just no emotion, no remorse, nothing like, but dude, your wife just died. You have no emotion. It's a new thing I'm able to do with my eye now after Botox. That's weird. That right there makes some sort of weird crinkle in my head. I need talent. No. So, like, David showed, like I said, no remorse. And then people started getting really suspicious because he just started packing her stuff up, just like pack it all up, right? I didn't call anybody and say, oh, hey, she passed away. Do we want to like have a gathering for her or anything? No, the town had a gathering for her. And it was like really sad because like which church was going to handle this. So basically they just performed it at the local cemetery, in which, they had, most cemeteries have a chapel where you can preside there and then put your loved one to rest. So the town is getting ready to do this. Again, he has no sense of any remorse, any sadness, what is psychologically going on with this guy. And I'm sorry that the side's a little droopy. I was told I didn't touch like the areas in which I had my Botox for my migraine. So, everybody was like super suspicious about this. Why you going ahead packing up her stuff? You haven't had, anybody have any time. They haven't had any time to like her family to go through stuff. Super suspicious. So, okay, the next thing out of the box is this Cursed Bat eyeliner. So this is the Batty eyeliner. I'm going to go ahead and open this up because I do plan on using it. It does look like I lined my eyes partially, but then I took a dark color and went in the corner. So, yeah, okay, so while I'm opening this up, so apparently, like one of the women had enough gusto to just like go over to David's house and be like, hey, what's really going on here? And, where have you been, basically? Ooh, I like this. Isn't that cute? The little bat right there. Sorry for the dog. In the background. He's always noisy. Are we open? Oh, that is a gorgeous red tone. Let me swatch this. Beauty mess. Oh, I thought maybe it would come out that beautiful. So, okay. I will try this in a minute. So, let me set this over here because I have one more thing to take out of the box. So, the ladies actually asked the police, like, why have you not looked for her, right? Nobody looked for her except for her friends. Like, that's how you know you have real friends, because if you go missing, somebody's going to be looking for you because you have come up missing in several different locations and nobody's heard from you. So, okay, so her friends get together with the police, right? Ignore the dog in the back. He's just being stupid today. Ultra stupid. Sometimes I just feel like putting a spell on them. I like cats better. Black cats. So anyway, the last thing in here, because like I wanted to, I like their tissue paper. Look at that. Okay, we're gonna finish up the story of Caroline before I show you the last thing, before somebody yells at the dog. So, um, so finally, like the police were like, you know what, you're right. Like, why have we not searched for her? Because nobody's got a phone call. You can't find her in house, whatever. But there is this foul smell, right? A foul smell coming from the attic. You probably thought I was going to say the basement, the attic. Now, apparently, David had just remodeled the attic so that, like most men have man cave in the basement. Man cave. What the heck is man cave? Well, maybe that's something else for a man. So. Ooh, I like that. I don't know if you guys can see where I put that. Oh, you can actually. I just noticed that. It's bloody beautiful. We'll just take that like right along here. Kind of changes the whole eye look. With the color. Oh, I love that. That's a bloody good transition of color on the eye. This is going to be one of my new favorites. So anyway, okay. There's this foul smell coming from the attic, and David had just got done remodeling the attic over a weekend, like where they were just going to kick back, relax, finish their attic and whatever. There's this foul odor. Like her friends go check in the house, like maybe she like fell somewhere and nobody looked, and because they were fixing the attic to be extra living space. So, they go up in the attic, and one of them, and this is before cell phones, so remember this, before cell phones. So they're like, what do we do? Because there's this super bad odor from up here. So one of them leaves, and she comes back. Her name is Janet. So Janet leaves. She goes home. She calls the police and says, hey, there's this really foul odor. And they go back, right? And the police come back. Well, I should say Janet comes back. Janet comes back, and she has the police with her at this point. And because their friend had been missing for so long, they had a PC, a probable cause, to go ahead and search the house. If you don't have a search warrant, you have to have a PC, a probable cause. So they had probable cause to do that, so they went ahead and they checked the attic, and like David was continuing to pack stuff. Now at this point, he's kind of in a rush, puts her stuff down, grabs a bag, and starts tossing some of his stuff in there. And like, Caroline, if you're in here, where are you at? Make a noise, let us know where you are, and we'll try to help you. So, there's like, like those creepy closets in an attic with the double doors. So they check that. There's still like this really foul stench, right? Corpse. So they did have cadaver dog. They only had one. It was also the canine of that department. So the weird part of that is they heard this like a distress. That was an exact SOS. I'm sorry about that. But okay. And the cadaver dog is like sniffing, comes to the point where they heard the knocking. So, okay. There's fresh paint and everything. They ripped it out, and instead of finding the poor thing alive, she fell out of there, dead. So it's like, she had been there, like, covered in drywall dust, of course, because which is really sad. So, David goes to run out of the house, and I'm going to show you the last thing. I want to store everything that I get from Cursed Cosmetics in their bag. I love this cosmetics bag. When I saw it, I was like, ooh, I wonder what that's actually made out of. It says it on the site. When I finally got this, I was like, it didn't take long to get this, I will let you know that. I like this. I like the fact that it's just solid. My favorite color. And with this, anything that I've got from Cursed Cosmetics will go in here. I'm going to put this in here. I think this is gorgeous. Like, if you're not into glitter, this is not you. I am now into glitters. It's a new thing. Nothing wrong with new. Oh, you know what else will fit in here? The little nail file. So that will go in there. Because I want to keep that in there. That'll go great with stuff. So anyway, and look, I love, she has witchcraft on her lips. Maybe soon they were out of that color. It's like, oh no, they're out of it. I would have got it, but it was sold out. So anyway, to finish up this story, right? And so he goes to run out. I was like, oh my gosh, they discovered her. Like, they call it in. Unit pulls up outside. Of course, David didn't get away. David, you're a jerk. Like, what was going on with you, David? And my new facial expression trick. Like, this is creepy. Yeah. That, he thought, oh my God, I'm just going to run out of here and get away. Cop pulls up, gets out, draws his gun, and says, get down on the ground, get down on the ground. Sir, down on the ground. So it's like, he like realizes, like, oh no. But I'm innocent. I didn't do nothing. Why are you trying to run? Why are you trying to run? You go running out of the house. And it's not like the police can hear him or her friends can hear him run for his life. My eyebrow's is going in a weird way now. I'm going to have to talk to my doc about that one. Can you give me a shot here and make it go that way now? Because something went weird. So they caught him. He's like, he was swearing like, I did not do it. I did not do it. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. But they found out that he had a life insurance policy on here for $250,000. $250,000. Back then, you're living large on that. You know what I mean? So, before we end this, and they did, arrest him and everything, hey, I didn't do it. So they're doing the investigation and all. And while they're doing the investigation, he's locked away, right? Okay, from Janelle's Glam Boutique, I got this amazing glass nail file. Thank you, girl. Oh, and I will be also linking Cursed Cosmetics, because they're fucking amazing. Love ya. Then the cute earrings from Janelle, and freaking plaid color. Now these are real nail polish. Yes, I did do my own nails for just some cutesy Halloween, kind of groovy gig going on here on my nails. So, I do my own sometimes. But these are real nail polish. They're from Color Street Nail. Janelle from Janelle's Glam Boutique. She also is Janelle's Glam Squad on YouTube. She does sell these. They come in a variety of colors and patterns. Let me see, where's my other ones? Yes. And then I also have Glamo blush, which is what I showed in one other one. So see, you get like really cute stuff. And okay, so while he's in the cell, right, waiting to go to trial, like I said, this beautiful glitter, I love that. We have the eyeliner and a dumb dog in the back. That dog came in this house looking like Scooby-Doo, and we found out he's actually Scooby-Dum. I love animals, but probably just not that one. So, we got this cute bag, which I love that. Let's put stuff back in here. So, like I was saying, while he's in his cell waiting, right? He all of a sudden, like, gets this weird feeling. I'm going to take my cosmetics back over there to where I keep them. So I'm just going to put them in here until then. So, like, look at that. I just, like, put a handful of cosmetics in here. And look at that. That still has more room. I love this bag. I wonder if my little hand mirror would fit in there. Oh, yes. Well, so anyway. So he's getting this weird feeling while he's in the jail cell, like, hey, somebody's watching me. He turns, and there's his dead wife. There is Caroline, right, standing there. He's like, oh my God, no, don't hurt me, don't hurt me. She was minister's daughter, right? Like, so she knew, like, in her upbringing, some minister's daughters, mind you, some minister's daughters are, and the rest of them are like, you know, they just like, they know to mind their manners, or, you know, because that happens. So it's like she minded her manners, she kept her house tidy, food on the table at a specific time, everything was all clean and everything. She never cheated. She had a group of friends from work, basically, and like her social circle. So he's like, I just wanted you out of my life because I didn't, you know, I didn't want you anymore. And it's like, but here's the thing, why could he not just like go to court? Okay, we don't. And he was cheating on her anyway. So, and in that retrospect, his other, does that sound right? His other, he had knocked up. So, and she didn't even know. Like, I didn't talk to them about this Botox. That was a weird expression. It was in here. I suppose it kind of affected my facial muscles. But, yeah. So his significant other, she didn't know that he was married. Because, you know, take it off of the ring, and or make some stupid excuse like, oh, she's been dead for years and I've just never taken it off. Oh my gosh, and I've just never done that. But like, you know, he married this other woman. She didn't know. Okay, so she reads in the paper like he's in jail for the murder of his wife. She's like, what's going on here? She shows up at court. Mind you, she shows up at court to tell them what was going on, right? So apparently, like a very long time ago, you know, like before he did that, you know, before he committed the murder, he had already plotted it out in his head. That is some sick people that do that, right? Sick people do that. So, so the judge sentenced him life in prison, no chance of parole, ever. That was a weird lip movement too, ever. Duck lips gone wrong. Duck lips, Yeah, so this woman, she gives birth to her baby, right? So she's on her own now. She names the baby Caroline in respect for the woman that she thought had been dead the whole time. So Caroline come back in another body? Maybe. But at least he got what was coming to him from her because he didn't get no money. The life insurance company, oh, they had a heyday with that too. But if you ever want to shop, I was about to say something. If you ever want to shop Cursed Cosmetics, like I said, Cursed Cosmetics, cosmetics spelled with a K. It's K in sign language. You cannot just use magic for 20% off, but if you want 30% off, use code MAVEN30 for 30% off your entire purchase. So when you use MAVEN30, that lets them know which Maven was behaving to give you this code. I'm sorry, I am swollen today. I've been through stuff. I'm not ashamed to like bring this look to you with the weird eyebrow thing going on. Like I said, Monday I'm gonna call and be like, my eyebrows gone funky here. Oh my gosh, I've never been able to do that with my eyebrow. Yeah, that's a new circus trick. Yeah. I got new circus tricks with my eyebrows now. So anyway, use Maven30 for 30% off to get your bewitching cosmetics from Curse Cosmetic. And I hope you have enjoyed not only the unboxing, but the spooky story. And stay spoopy. I will see you in the next one, which will be tomorrow, in a whole month of spooky stories and stuff. Oh, and don't forget to go check out Javina Love. And I told her there have been several different cases, like I said, of women named Caroline that have either mysteriously vanished, murdered someone. I have some of those stories too about people named Caroline. Or a person named Caroline being haunted, or a person named Caroline that tragically passed and started haunting someone until something was solved. So with that said, I will see you tomorrow. Like I said, stay spoopy. And at that time, they did let a few people well known in the community. I do not need a mustache, thank you. Has that ever happened to you?